Hello everyone. So my name is Min, and I am currently in New Zealand isolation facility. Yeah, and this is my Q&A video of explaining how is my quarantine life basically. And I have collected these questions from my Instagram stories, and my friends asked what they wanna know about my quarantine life. So this video is me answering these questions about quarantine and solving your curiosity. So a little bit of an introduction for me. For people who doesn't know, I did exchange in Denmark, and I did an internship in China for a total of 8 months. And I came back to New Zealand to to continue my university, and then I had to do 2 weeks of self isolation. Well, not self, government facility isolation. Okay, so the first one is, hey man, do you pay your own accommodation whilst in quarantine? No, I don't. It's completely free. They took I think few $100 for deposit, but then that's all there is. You still need to pay if you want to have like a room service, but then other than that, it's pretty free. The next question from Michelle: is there someone to clean your room every day? Uh, no, so there's actually nobody during my whole quarantine to clean my room because it's dangerous, just risk high. So there's actually someone drops like a linen every three nowadays, and they just swap, and I put it in a bag of the used ones, and they just take it away, and I use the new one. Okay, so next question, Courtney, did you get in your feels when the plane was landing? Also miss you. Oh, I miss you too. Yeah, actually, when the plane was landing to New Zealand, I actually felt like I was at home. I think I've been really far away for a long time, and frankly, I thought I was not gonna miss New Zealand because, to me, I was looking for more of an adventure. Now I realize I actually really feel comfortable in New Zealand. It actually feels like it's like my home with every like my family here, my friends here. So I actually felt heart like warming when I landed on the plane. The next question, Amy, has your vomiting neighbor stopped vomiting? So this is a story. So my neighbor, this place is a surprisingly poor soundproof, and then my neighbor when I first came in was like coughing and like vomiting crazy about it. I was so scared because of course I didn't leave my room, but then that guy was just right next door. I was like, what if the air ventilation system gets in, and I would get infected as well. But then he stopped vomiting, I think after like a week, and he stopped coughing as well. So or he's out. I don't know, but it's good now. This is a question from Jose. Until now, what is the best food that you have during quarantine? The best food that hotel gave me was the breakfast. So like basically you can choose your meals in hotel like in advance for a week, and then I always choose hash browns, like eggs, like bacon for my breakfast. I think that's the best food they have. The next question, Eden, do you miss me? Aw, no. I'll see you when I get out. Okay, Christopher, what have you spent your time on in quarantine? Um, the most of things I basically did, I think it was YouTube, Netflix, learning Chinese, university recordings and readings, exercise, and yeah, that's how I spent my time in quarantine, and I was pretty happy. So next question, Ethan, if you had no Wi-Fi during quarantine, how would you spend it? Oh my, oh, fuck. I love this question when I got it, and then I this is the hardest question I can think of so far. I haven't thought of answers, so here's my improvisational answer. I would ask my brother to bring me like a hard drive full of movies, and then I'll just watch it. So the next question is from Eungyang. How much you felt grateful to your government? A lot. Um, yeah, let me just say that before this quarantine, I didn't really have a lot of heart towards using the government. It was just like just government, and then after quarantine, actually putting us into a very nice facility and looking after everybody in New Zealand. I was like, nice. Actually, I feel so grateful to be in this facility. So thanks everyone who's been managing this isolation facility. So thanks everybody for paying their taxes. The next question is from Juhi. So Juhi asked me two questions, and the first one was, what did you want to eat the most? As for some people who knows me, I don't really like Korean food. Being inside here, I've actually missed my mom's suyuk, which is like a boiled pork, and yes, I made it sometimes in Denmark, but then my mom makes it like perfect. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna ask my mom to cook it for me once I go back. And Dewey asked me a bit of a different question to Christopher and Ethan before. She asked me, what did you think about the most when you were in quarantine? Instead of what did you do, what did you think about the most? So actually I found this question really interesting. I think what I thought about the most was how I want to live my life. I think that's kind of like my always going concern question around my head, is that how I want to live my life, what kind of things I want to do, what kind of jobs would I want to get. I think those areas are the most interesting. So Milanda asked me, hello Milanda, are you planning on growing out your facial hair? So I've been not shaving for like 1 week and a half, out of pure laziness, to be honest. I'll probably have to shave them off anyway once I get out, because my parents would call me barbarians. But then, no, I'm not planning to grow them out. But then it just feels nice right now to touch it. So yeah. The other interesting questions I've received, just outside this, is that Sharon's friend asked me, is Wi-Fi in quarantine facility good? Yes. Basically, those were my answers, and this was a nice Q&A session. I love these questions. That's it, and I am out of this place in 2 days, so looking forward to seeing you guys once I'm out.